An over-the-hill hitman faces a younger clone of himself. Hey guys, welcome to my new movie review for Gemini Man, the new Will Smith movie directed by Ang Lee. Came out today. I just saw it in cinemas today. The duration of the film is 1 hour and 57 minutes. It's rated M, action, drama, sci-fi movie. As I said, this has Will Smith in it, who plays Henry, and he also plays Junior. And it also has, guys, the cast of this is Mari Elizabeth Winstead, and she plays Denny Zawewski. I don't know how to say her last name. Anyway, that's kind of irrelevant. Also, Clive Owen, and he plays Clay. If anyone who's been following me for any period of time, guys, you know I like to talk about the bad stuff about a movie, and then I like to talk about the good stuff because I just like to get the bad stuff over and done with, and then I like to talk about the good stuff about a movie. One of the bad things about this, guys, that I'll say about this movie is I honestly think, and kind of surprised in a way, that this movie wasn't shaved to an hour and a half. Like, genuinely, I don't know if fatigue is the word. I don't know. But I felt the pacing of the beginning was just a little bit slow. The CGI in this movie, guys, the effects were, in my opinion, obvious. Like, they were genuinely obvious. Rewatching this movie, just seeing it on the screen, I don't know, maybe just because of the fact that practical effects are practical effects and real effects are real effects. One of the things that I found slightly off-putting was literally one of the last scenes of the movies. Will Smith is with Junior, and I don't know what it is, but something about Junior, I think it's something about his eyes, is something you can tell that there's no one actually walking beside Will Smith and Mary. Like, there's just no one there, and it's very obvious that there's not, but they're reacting to something that's there. Don't get me wrong. If you're not aware of it, I don't believe you'd even pick up on it. Seriously, if you're not aware of it, I really don't think you'd pick up on it. But because I was so aware of it, I picked up on it quite a bit, and I don't know, it kind of felt really obvious. But anyway, the good things about this movie, guys, there was a couple of jokes in this movie that I don't think were deliberate jokes, but I found them really funny. I laughed out loud every joke because I actually found it really funny. And, you know, Will Smith himself has really incredible comedic timing. Like, he's really, really good like that. He knows how to pinpoint those moments that are really funny, and he just nails them, you know, when they come to him. One of the other things that I find really, 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 really good about this movie is all the cast chemistry. I'm a really, really big fan of cast chemistry. Now, one thing I want to say, on top of the cast chemistry, that I actually didn't like about this movie, that I was a little tiny bit sort of on the back foot of this movie, I was like, is the storyline. And you've probably heard this 1,000 times. Seriously, you've probably heard this 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it right here, guys. This storyline for this movie is very, very, very shallow. There's really no depth to the story in any way, shape, or form. It really feels like they went, all right, let's not go story heavy into this movie. Let's actually go CG heavy, and let's make the actions incredible. In fact, whoever the martial art expert was in the silver suit, I'm not giving any spoilers away, but in the silver suit, when you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Whoever that choreographer, martial art expert was, that was amazing fighting. I really, really enjoyed that. Will Smith's reaction to his actions were incredible. Were absolutely impeccably on point. I was really impressed with that. Is this movie, does it have, anyone who's been following me for any period of time knows exactly what I'm about to say right now, rewatchability. Does this movie have rewatchability? Massively, no, it does not. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry I think you thought I was about to say absolutely, but I wasn't. This doesn't have rewatchability, guys. It really doesn't. I kind of felt like this movie was going to be similar to I Am Legend. Like, similarly. It's not in any way, shape, or form. The direction and the cinematography are seriously on point. I mean, brilliantly shot. Beautifully. I don't understand. There's something about a refresh rate. I don't know. I'm not too sure. It was a technical aspect to do with this movie, and it was. I think they did the same with one of the Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit movies, and apparently it had a lot of difficulties. I saw this, and I'll never watch 3D because I hate 3D. Death to 3D. But I saw this in normal. It was beautiful. It was visually amazing. Not. There was probably one scene. Where I felt that the story, like, kind of like, it died a little bit. But then after that, it kept going, and I really appreciated. I was entertained. I really was. Genuinely, guys, I was entertained by this movie. Yes, was it a perfect movie? Absolutely not. Did it have flaws in it? Definitely did. But at the end of the day, it was an entertaining movie for what it was. Guys, anyone who's been following me for any period of time knows that I really love movie trivia, and I love sharing it with my friends slash subscribers. So here's some movie trivia. Some scenes of this movie were actually shot in Cartagena, Colombia. I actually personally have no idea where that is, but there you go. Other scenes of this movie were shot in Savannah. There you go. So apparently this film has absolutely no connection at all to Gemini Man in 1976. Fun fact. Guys, that's all the trivia I have for you today. I really appreciate you clicking on this link. Please go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you agree with this movie review. If you don't, what did you think about the movie? I really appreciate your feedback and your thoughts. Thank you so much for that. For all my subscribers, thank you so much. I really value your subscription. Please, if you haven't, and this is your first time to my channel, this is the first time watching a movie review at all, welcome, and I'd love your subscription. Thank you so much for that. Please don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so that when I drop any movie review or anything on YouTube, it'll be yours straight away. Until my next review, this is Superman Steve, flying